There's a point when you reach a last straw, and then there's a point when you've seen so many last straws that at this point you're willing to invigorate an army to be able to make sure there won't be another. I'm gonna share with you a story. This is my last straw, and it's not even close. Mera choti behan, she's an 8th grader, 12, 13 years old. She's a kid, guys. She's going to a school-sponsored function. And when she gets back, this is what I've heard. The gaane they're playing are telling 8th graders about grinding up on one another. They're telling these kids about some of the most vulgar things I wish to have never heard in my life, let alone be pushed on a bachche. That this is in no way an exception. My God, it is the norm. If you scroll past this video 2-3 times, what are you going to see? More and more. If you open up a new social media account, on any platform, see what you're recommended. My God, it is the most lustful things you could ever envision. Why? Because that is what is so normalized, but even worse, it is pushed upon our children. And it's our duty, responsibility, and everything in between to be able to save them from a world that's trying to turn them into puppets for its own desires. I'm sure you guys can tell. Mere bachche di bahut kuch hai. Dude, there's a lot in my heart when it comes to what's being pushed on our kids. And it's not just about it being pushed on, it's about it being told as exceptional to give in to these lustful norms. I'll give you an example on both ends, guys and girls. To guys, as they get into these adolescent years, they're being told by their teachers, instructors, everyone who's supposed to be guiding them, that giving into these lustful ways is not only good, but looking at women through such a lustful lens is healthy, causing them to go down such harmful mental paths that force them into a way of objectifying other human beings for simply the urges that they are told are great to give into. But what happens to the girls? I'm a firm believer that the role models that are being pushed for women today are telling them that giving into lustful norms is not only good, but empowering. I reached out to a bunch of girls that I know to ask them about this exact thing, because it's kind of irresponsible for me to come to you preaching an issue without understanding just the scope of its magnitude. I've been made to understand the role models that are being pushed by the world upon these young girls today are telling them, go wear as much lustful wear as you can, because it's actually a form of empowerment to do so. It's being told to the guys, objectifying our sisters is good. It's being told to our sisters that allowing themselves to be objectified and in fact thinking it's empowerment and putting yourself in that position is quite beneficial. It's being sold to both ends that giving into this lustful mesh of a world is the highest form of society, while in reality it is dragging out their innocence from the age in which they should be playing around with toys, not having to even comprehend these thoughts. I can go on for hours and hours, and trust me, there have been many occasions where I have. This is a really big deal to me. Our children are all we have, and their innocence is one of the most prized things I could ever envision. And to see it robbed from them by a world that wants to shake it out purely for the sake of a bit of capital gain feels ridiculous. And it's my ask to you that you help me, help us, help our children. It's time we stop this. I can go on for the issue for hours, but as I've presented it to you today, I simply ask in your help in recognizing our steps to a solution are necessary now. And here's my plan. I'm planning an event tour for later this year, dedicated specifically to anti-lust events. If you are located anywhere in the world, message me at Saving Sikhi on Instagram. I will reply to you, and we will meet you wherever you are at to get an event scheduled. I am so surprised there are no anti-lust events going on that I can see, at least to such a large degree as is being pushed these narratives upon our children. The issue is so big. Why is the response so small? It is my ask to you that you help us. The goal at these events is to get a bunch of testimonies, a bunch of people speaking about the issues of the world as they see it today, the narratives of lust being pushed exactly as it is. Get these responses. The goal is to ignite a wildfire, putting these all across the internet to the point where the responses become just as prevalent, perhaps, as the narratives that they are trying to respond to. Perhaps it is a dream, but my God, I think it's necessary to wake up from a nightmare. Please message me. We'll get something going. Vaheguru meher kare, guys. The future is bright. And by God's grace, let us light the way.